I'm Riley Fitzgerald in Benton County. Benton County Fire District 1 has a new rig for wildland fires. Coming up, we'll talk about the different kinds of fire engines and how they serve the community differently.
But first, the Yakima City Council passing an ordinance allowing judges to order defendants convicted of a drug-related crime to stay out of certain areas. Emily Goodell will have that full story. And
I'm Monique Ledesma with Apple Valley News Now. Coming up today is the last day of the Cadillac workers' strike, and you'll be able to hear from a striker themselves as to what comes next after today and how this has impacted them. All that and more coming up.
And mild weather so far today. A little bit of traffic on Edison. Be aware of construction. I'll update you coming up in just a few minutes.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
we hope you had a good weekend. Thanks for joining us on this Monday. It's August the 26th. I'm Austin Reed. It is the final night of the Cadillac healthcare workers strike. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma joining us live from the picket line in Richland with a special guest. So Monique, good evening to you.
Hi, Austin. Today is the last day of the Cadillac workers strike, and I'm joined here with Blanca, a tech worker here at Cadillac. Blanca, can you just tell me, how has this whole experience been for you?
For me, it's been a learning experience. It's our first strike here at Cadillac Providence. I feel like it's united us. It's made us stronger. Yeah.
And then how has this united you guys, as you guys just said?
So by it uniting us is people in certain departments have got to know other people and got to make solidarity with them and, you know, show that we are all fighting for a good reason, for safe staffing, for retention, as well as wages, for fair wages for us.
And then I've been covering this every day. There has been so much community support here. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel like the community is hearing us, that, you know, our voices are being heard. We're not just being seen and heard, but we're being listened to. So the community, by their support, is showing us that we are being listened to.
All right. And then what comes next after today?
So I know we have bargaining dates in September, so we're ready to go to the bargaining table, and we're hoping to settle a good contract with fair wages, again, safe staffing and retention.
Thank you so much, Blanca. All right, I'll have another live interview coming up at 6:30, so stick around for that. For now, I'm going to send it back to you at the desk, Austin. Reporting live in Richland, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.
Monique, thank you. Before we get to the rest of your top stories, let's talk about our weather. And this comes as today is National Dog Day. And living here in the Tri-Cities and the Yakima Valley, that's a big deal. Our photojournalist Lucy Lobdell went out and about today to a local dog park in Richland. And with the nice weather, we saw lots of happy dogs and happy dog owners. But will this nice weather be the story for the rest of this week? Stacy Lee joining us now from our First Alert Weather Center with a first look at how this final week of August will be like outside. Hey, Stace.
Hey, Austin. Well, things are warm today, nice 88 degrees. We had some traffic earlier today and all day long down Edison Street as they were doing some construction. Should be wrapping up now, traffic moving along smoothly. Now, temperature-wise, it's warm, and we're seeing those warm temperatures carried out throughout the area. 84 right now in Yakima, 87 in Hermiston, 70s and 80s foothills of the Blues. For tonight, it's going to be comfortable sleeping weather once again, 50s and 60s all throughout the area. Increasing clouds, pretty mild and pretty cool. We do have a wind alert to tell you about for tomorrow, and that is through the Tri-Cities area and the Kittitas Valley. Gusty winds. I'll tell you just how gusty those winds are going to get. So look for increasing clouds tonight. Those gusty winds tomorrow, cooler tomorrow as well, and then we'll start to warm up towards the end of the week. More summer-like conditions headed our way. I'll tell you just how warm it's going to get coming up in my First Alert full weather forecast. Austin.
Stacey, thank you. We have some crime alerts. First, a homicide investigation is now underway in the city of Yakima. Late Friday, Yakima PD responded to a report of shots fired in the area of North 18th Avenue and Willow Street. When officers arrived, they found a 30-year-old male with gunshot wounds. Life-saving efforts were attempted but were unsuccessful. The motive and identity of the suspect or suspects are still unknown. The next of kin has been notified. However, YPD isn't releasing the victim's name just yet. If you have any information about this, though, call the Yakima County Crime Stoppers. The Yakima City Council has passed an ordinance that would allow judges to order defendants charged with or convicted of a drug-related crime to stay out of drug areas. But Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us the city is receiving pushback from some local providers who say the move could have unintended consequences.
Judges can already ban defendants from going to certain places either post-conviction or during pretrial release. But this would make it not just a violation of the judge's order, but a whole new crime.
The way that it's handled prior to that ordinance is I have to actually bring it up to the judge, and then the judge would find it to be a violation or not. Versus now, with the new orders, the officer would be able to arrest that person for violating the order immediately.
The offense, a gross misdemeanor, punishable by up to 364 days in jail and or a $5,000 fine.
We're not wanting this ordinance enacted to go out and pick on people. What it is it's more teeth for us as a unit and as a police department to negate the nuisance of open-air drug use.
The ordinance establishes 2 stay out of drug areas, or SODAs for short. One focused on Natchez Avenue downtown, the other around the train tracks and North 1st Street. The areas based on drug crime hotspots identified by police.
If somebody does have a drug problem, we know these are areas where it's a hotbed of drugs. We want to keep that person away from that area.
But some local providers pushing back, saying banning people from those areas also cuts them off from low-income housing and other critical resources.
Access to Union Gospel Mission, Rod's House, and housing through Triumph Treatment Services are all impacted by this proposal. These are agencies that are dedicated to helping our most marginalized groups break out of the cycle that causes drug use and crime.
And the Yakima Union Gospel Mission says if the SODAs drive people in need further away, they'll increase their outreach efforts to make sure they still get help. Quote, if defining these zones serves to provide more opportunity for choosing help while simultaneously making local businesses safer, then the outcome will be good for all. But Rod's House officials say they're concerned the ordinance could discourage people from accessing the services they need to break the cycle of substance abuse, and that it could, quote, inadvertently target and disproportionately impact historically marginalized communities. City officials say that's why the ordinance provides judges with discretion to modify the order based on information provided by the defendant.
If they are receiving services in those areas, can certainly say that to the judge, and the judge can take that into account. Perhaps could choose to modify the order, or maybe would choose not to issue the order at all.
If it's for pretrial release, the judge's order can last up until that case is resolved. Afterward, post-conviction, the order will be in effect for up to 2 years, depending on the judge's discretion. Reporting from the Yakima newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Emily, thank you for that. Well, new tonight, the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife announcing today that they will be deploying body-worn cameras to all 152 commissioned law enforcement officers starting in September. The program aims to boost accountability, transparency, and safety in natural resource law enforcement. The body-worn camera program is being implemented next month following a comprehensive review and trial period, during which feedback from officers and stakeholders will be incorporated to ensure that the technology meets the needs of the agency and the community. The Kennewick Fire Department has released more information on a fire that destroyed a cafe and restaurant on West Kennewick Avenue. This happened Sunday night. The call for help came in right around 7:45 to the Mis Rios Cafe. The owner, Jay Alvarez, says he loves the Tri-Cities, and the community has shown a lot of support to him since he moved to the area back in 2019. While the business is working to reopen, Alvarez says there are ways to keep supporting them.
My employees, they're gonna need some jobs. So for the season that we're not in business, but I think just support and just sharing our story, sharing our business, and when we open, come and try us out.
Crews spent more than 3 hours at the cafe on Sunday night. Nobody was hurt. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. Well, the news at 6 is just getting started. Still ahead, we have an exciting update about Apple Valley News Now's Restaurant Showdown contest. Plus, new at 6, we go one-on-one with Dan Newhouse running for Congress in District 4. We previewed the interview last week, but tonight you'll see the whole version. And it is a new week. Stacy's up next with your full First Alert weather forecast. As we mentioned earlier, today is National Dog Day. And before we head to break, let's take a look at some fun local dogs. We'll be right back.
There was a time when you could get a complete meal for just $5, but you gotta go way back. Well, just a Tuesday. Yes, Tuesdays at A&W, single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. This all-time great deal is available Tuesdays only at A&W.
Phones were made to help us connect, and somehow they've made us less connected, which is ironic. Don't you think? We try to put our phones down, but we need to pick them up to see the menu. We can't watch something without also watching something else. Ironic. But look, here's a phone company who wants you to use your phone less.
That's ironic.
Yeah, but in a good way. Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Traffic jam. Ugh, and I'm already late.
Goodwill provides opportunities for those that might have barriers to employment.
Those barriers could be disabilities all the way up to recently incarcerated. And our job is to find a way to give these folks the skills to find gainful employment in the community.
We provide such a wide variety of training. Our ECC organizations can get somebody a job.
The relationships that are built through those programs gives these organizations a long-time employee if they so wish.
Goodwill. Donate, shop, impact locally.
Chevy lets you begin every day fully charged, so you can go farther. And so can your money. Tow with confidence. Plus, stay connected with available OnStar technology. For summer adventures, Chevy's got you. Get $5,750 total value on this Silverado LT when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP. See your community Chevy dealers.
Board-certified psychiatric nurse practitioner Stephen Stokes provides mental health care for patients 13 and older at Prosser Memorial Health's Benton City Clinic. His services include the assessment and treatment for mental health issues and psychiatric medication management. Your mental health is vital to your overall well-being. To schedule an appointment with Stephen Stokes, call the Benton City Clinic at 509-588-4075. This is how we care.
Drive into summer with the rugged Honda Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot. Summer is for exploring, so get outdoors, kick up some dust, get muddy, or just find that perfect campsite. All from Honda, the 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. So act now to get an offer you'll love. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into the Honda Summer Event.
Not just college football, SEC football.
Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
KFC's fan favorite country fried steak is just $5.99 every Wednesday. It's a complete meal with your favorite sides. Best of all, it's just $5.99. Country fried steak, $5.99 Wednesdays only at KFC.
Jessica Jalol and Jules Sperling. Good Morning Northwest, weekdays on your side.
Welcome back to the news at 6. Turning to Your Voice, Your Vote 2024. Incumbent Dan Newhouse came in second place in the race for U.S. Congress in District 4. While Dan Newhouse while Jared Sessler, I should say, came in first. Now, we have interviewed numerous candidates for this position. Tonight, it's Dan Newhouse's turn. I met with him here at our broadcast center, and he had a lot to say.
Who's Dan Newhouse? Well, gosh, I'm a farmer. I think if anybody asked me, that's what I love to do, and that's what my life has been. Born and raised on a farm in central Washington, still on the farm. We still have it in the family. That's been my life, my livelihood, my family's livelihood. Washington State Legislature, served 4 terms there. I was Director of Agriculture for the state. Been in Congress now for several terms. But, you know, I'm a central Washingtonian.
I have a question. Why did you get into politics?
Well, you know, that's a good question because everybody has to be motivated by something. Yeah, as a farmer, it seemed to me that, and this is a bit of an exaggeration, but it illustrates the frustration. It seemed like every day there was something new coming from Olympia, coming from Washington, D.C., that was making it more difficult for me to do what I had to do every day.
The primary.
Sure.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's still neck and neck between you and Sessler. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. You know, you got to be in the top 2. You know, that's the goal out of the primary in our state. Regardless of party, you move forward and on to the general. And I'm feeling good about the outcome because we got into the top 2. Certainly, we had a low voter turnout, unfortunately, and I'm anticipating that we're going to have a much higher voter turnout in November.
What makes you different than Jared Sessler?
So, like I said, I'm born and raised in the Yakima Valley in central Washington. This is my home, my business, my family is here. You know, my son's running the farm, and I want to make sure that he's able to be successful on into the future. My daughter's in law enforcement, so I see that side of things and the challenges that we have there. And like I said, the issues we face are my issues because I live them every single day. And I think having someone that has the experience that I do, the leadership that I do, and the position that I hold in Congress is, at this point in time, so many critical issues that we're facing domestically, locally, internationally. I think this is a very key time that we want somebody that understands the issues. I think when you compare the 2 of us, that people are going to see that I bring to the table so much more. And I think that in these, like you said, in these critical times, we need people that can bring common sense solutions forward so that we can solve many of the issues that we face.
So, yeah, talk a little bit about the thoughts on the presidential election.
Well, this is
the big one.
It is the big one. This is a very, very important election. You know, I'm focused on, I'm a Republican. I'm rooting for the Republicans to win, not just the White House, which I think is crucial, but I want to make sure that we regain the Senate and build our margin in the House. I think that that's absolutely essential that we do that.
All right, if you are running for a local office or you are a viewer and want to hear from a candidate that you would like to hear from, send me an email, areed@applevalleyNewsNow.com, and we will do our best to continue to tell the stories of those individuals. Again, my email, areed@applevalleyNewsNow.com.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Well, we had a cool and mild weekend. Look at this, beautiful blue skies this evening, 88 degrees, dust level sky cam. The guys are out of town. They'll be back next week for their final games of the season. Winds are light at 0. Let's take a look at the weather pattern over the next couple of days. We had some moisture on the west side of the state, did impact us. We had nice blue skies here. However, we see a little bit of a shift in that cool air continuing to come down from Alaska. That's going to bring gusty winds to our region and a stray shower here and there, mainly going to stay dry. The biggest impact of this weather shift is the winds. We have a wind advisory in place for Tri-Cities, north of Tri-Cities, all the way up to Othello, Kittitas Valley, and then down the Columbia River Gorge. We're expecting strong gusty winds. The strongest winds in the Kittitas Valley, 35 to 45 mile an hour gusts. We could even gust up to 50 plus miles an hour. The rest of us 25 and 30 mile an hour winds throughout the day tomorrow, so be prepared for that. That increases our fire weather in the northern portion of the Columbia Basin, just outside of Connell. Fire threats are high. Red flag warning in place. Breezy winds, low humidity, rapid fire spread if any fires start tomorrow. Let's take a look at the cloud cover. We're going to start to see those clouds moving through and some stray showers through the Kittitas Valley. We could see maybe a sprinkle in Yakima. Most of us are mainly going to be impacted by the winds and the cloudy skies, but there's a very slight chance of a stray shower coming through on the Futurecast models anyway. Let's take a look look going forward at those temperatures tonight. Increasing clouds, like I said, mild and cool, 50s and 60s all through the area. 61 overnight Walla Walla and Hermiston, 63 Tri-Cities, 59 Yakima, 55 for Ellensburg. Temperatures keep trending down. We warmed up today, but we cool down for the next couple of days with that cold air coming down from Alaska. Then we'll start to warm back up. We have a ridge of high pressure that's beginning to build in the area, so look for those warm temperatures back. Tomorrow, though, on the cooler side, most of us in the 70s. Tri-Cities the exception at 80 degrees. Everybody else, even Ellensburg, hitting 67. Some mild showers along the east slopes of the Cascades and into the Cascades. Everyone else dry and windy. Let's take a look at our 7-day planning forecast. We do have that slight chance of a shower, more than likely, though, just the breezy winds. 80s, and we stay there. We start building back into the 90s beginning Friday. Taking a peek at Yakima, 70-degree temperatures there, those gusty and breezy winds. 90s beginning on Friday all the way through next week. In Ellensburg, look for a cooler day, maybe some hazy conditions there. Sunshine and back to the 90s on Friday. In Walla Walla, we'll have those breezy winds there with a slight chance of a stray shower. Lots of sunshine. Temperatures in the 90s Friday through Monday of next week. So very warm weather. Here's what Hermiston looks like. Gusty winds there throughout the day tomorrow. Sunshine and temperatures back in the 90s. Again, summer isn't done with us just yet. Austin, a lot of people have been saying it feels like fall. Those mornings definitely cool. Look at that. Overnight lows down in the 40s, but we warm right back up. So summer is not done.
It's not done, that's for sure. All right, Stacey, thank you. We'll be back with more news right after this.
If there's one thing we like, it's choices. And your Ford dealer is the place to start. Get power and capability with gas, hybrid, or all electric. But more important than the power you choose is what you choose to do with it.
Don't give a rat's behind. That's below.
A new era begins.
And I'm just getting started.
Judy Justice.
See the premiere of Judy Justice, Monday, September 9th at 3, followed by news and Monday Night Football. Only on Apple Valley News Now.
Struggling with persistent pain? Board-certified physiatrist Dr. Ralph Lorenzo is now caring for patients at Prosser Memorial Health's Prosser Clinic. Dr. Lorenzo brings over 30 years' experience in physical medicine and rehabilitation, specializing in the management and treatment of acute and chronic pain conditions. Start a new path in restoring your quality of life and ask your primary care provider about making a referral to see Dr. Lorenzo. This is how we care.
Life can be hard. With Culligan, your water doesn't have to be.
Chill or grill on a new deck from Par this season. Get a free Makita Bluetooth radio or portable pellet grill with a qualifying Par deck package purchase of wood, TimberTech, or Trex. Visit par.com for details. Par, go where the builders go.
What are you gonna build?
Hey there, are you ready to quackercise? It's the best exercise to get ready for the duck race. I know you guys are ready. Are you? It's coming September 14th. Don't miss your chance to win big at the Mid-Columbia Duck Race. The grand prize is a 2024 Toyota Corolla Cross, plus other fantastic prizes. Support your community, lend a hand, buy a duck, and keep the tradition alive. The Mid-Columbia Duck Race, presented by Toyota and Audubon Auto Care Center.
The Coca-Cola Grandstand is where the action is at this year's Central Washington State Fair. Kicking things off on Saturday, September 21st with epic rodeo action at the Aces Wild Rough Stock Roundup, showcasing some of the very best cowboys and cowgirls competing today. And that's just the start. On September 28th and 29th, catch the high-octane excitement of Insanity Fest, featuring monster trucks, jet truck, and truck pulling like you've never seen before. Get your tickets today at fairfun.com. All event tickets include fair admission.
Coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, we'll have all of your top stories and updates, like new details on the coffee shop fire in Kennewick. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your first alert weather forecast. We hope to see you here Tuesday morning from 5 to 7.
If there's one thing we like, it's choices. And your Ford dealer is the place to start. Get power and capability with gas, hybrid, or all electric. But more important than the power you choose is what you choose to do with it.
Welcome back, everybody. We do have a quick consumer alert for you. Walmart has recalled nearly 10,000 cases of apple juice because they were found to contain potentially harmful levels of arsenic. The Great Value brand apple juice recall got a more urgent classification Friday after its original announcement back on August 15th. The new classification says the affected product could temporarily cause adverse health consequences, but it's not likely to cause serious or irreversible medical issues. The recall applies to Great Value apple juice sold in Walmart stores in 25 states, Puerto Rico, and the District of Columbia. The area's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m. is coming up next. We'll take a look at some of the stories you have yet to see, so stay tuned.
Every locally broadcast game, the Seattle Kraken, all season long on Apple Valley News Now.
Look, here's a phone company who wants us to use our phones less.
That's ironic.
Yeah, but in a good way. Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us. It's a free ride, but I already paid.
Get to Mercedes-Benz of Yakima or call us and we'll pick up your trade and deliver your new Mercedes right to you during the Power of Choice sale at Mercedes-Benz of Yakima or stevehahn.com.
So what do you think about these?
We like this.
Yeah, we love it. When it's time for an update or a complete remodel, Rebath is with you every step of the way.
We're going to take everything down to the
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs.
Honey, you were right. Turned out.
Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com to learn more about no interest, no payments for 12 months.
You love the internet. But do you love your internet? Is your bundle a bundle of joy? Do you celebrate your contract's anniversary? No? You should meet Ziply Fiber. High-speed fiber optic internet means more freedom, more reliability, more speed on all your family's devices, all at the same time. Happily ever faster. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply. Plans as low as $10 a month.
There are those who factor and those who don't. Nothing this good comes this easy.
Except Factor.
Fresh, never frozen meals, ready in 2 minutes.
Why do you Goodwill? Well, there are countless reasons.
Goodwill makes it easy to support my ongoing creative projects at home with their affordable items.
To be environmentally friendly through upcycling, reusing, and recycling. For the chance to uncover brand new items at unbelievable prices.
Goodwill means being economical with my money.
With hundreds of reasons to shop at Goodwill, you can feel great about knowing 95.7 cents of every dollar you spend helps your community. Goodwill. Donate, shop, impact locally.
Get to Mercedes-Benz of Yakima or call us and we'll pick up your trade and deliver your new Mercedes right to you during the Power of Choice sale at Mercedes-Benz of Yakima or stevehahn.com.
Our phones were made to help us connect, and somehow they've made us less connected. Which is ironic. Don't you think? Oh, I love this song so much. Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Meet an artist whose canvas is a farmer's field in the Palouse.
We want it to look natural. We want it to look like it's supposed to be there and not just a fake.
Fly the Northwest over Cougar Art.
Carving on the ground, the ancient people have done it forever.
Apple Valley News Now at 6, Tuesday.
Next ET, our lucky exclusive onset of Jonathan Jackson's General Hospital return.
This time has felt really seamless.
Plus, only we're in Oklahoma with the cast of Reagan. Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Hey, welcome back. All new tonight, a big congratulations to the Prosser House in Prosser. Apple Valley News Now announcing today the winner of our 2024 Restaurant Showdown voting contest. Our community came together to cast their votes, and the Prosser House emerged as the clear favorite. Your overwhelming support, though, shows just how much this local gem means to our region. Thanks to everyone who participated in the contest, and your enthusiasm for our local dining scene is another thing of what makes our community great. All right, the area is only live in local news at 6:30. Coming right up, Benton County Fire District 1 has new fire engines. Our Riley Fitzgerald will have the details. Plus, we are live in Richland.
I'm Monique Ledesma with Apple Valley News Now. Coming up, today is the last day of the Catholic workers' strike, and you'll be able to hear from a union director as to how this process was for them and what comes next. All that and more coming up.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
All right, weeknights at 6:30, we always start with weather first. How was your weekend?
It was great.
Good.
Beautiful weather, grandson's 16th birthday, even caught a soccer game, and it was perfect weather for that. So
I took my kids to the fair first time, and it was a lot of fun.
Good.
So, yeah.
Good weather for you guys.
Good weather,
out there.
too, yeah.
Speaking of great weather, let's take a look outside right now on our Bi-Mart Skycam looking into the Yakima Valley. It looks like a painting. It's so pretty today. Gorgeous weather out there and nice and warm today with temperatures sitting at 84 degrees in Yakima. Winds are down to zippo, but that's going to be changing. We're getting ready for some strong gusty winds headed our way in the next couple of days. Our sunset, of course, we're losing 2 minutes of daylight each day heading towards fall. Right now around the area, we're in the 80s here in the foothills of the Blues, 87 in Hermiston, 88 Tri-Cities, 82 right now in Sunnyside. Increasing clouds, mild and cool overnight. Good sleeping temperatures outside. The air quality is great. Keep the windows open, looking good tonight. Now we do have wind alerts in place for tomorrow. We have a wind advisory for the Columbia Basin, the Kittitas Valley, Columbia River Gorge, expecting strong gusty winds. Now let's have a little fun and count down. 7 days now till Labor Day. Get ready. 27 days now to the first day of fall. Soak in these last few summer days. 66 days till Halloween. 94, so just over 3 months till Thanksgiving, and 121 days till Christmas. But who's counting? I'll talk more about your full weather forecast coming up. Austin?
All right, thank you very much, Stacey. Now to our top story here at 6:30. Benton County Fire District 1 has a new type of wildland fire engine. It's a Type 5 engine, which means it is good with natural cover fires. Apple Valley News Now's Riley Fitzgerald headed to Station 130 to take a look at the new rig. She says which fire engines show up to a scene depends on where the fire is burning.
Benton County Fire District 1's new Type 5 is set to take on wildland fires, and it's pretty unlikely you'll see it in town at any kind of structure fire. Deputy Fire Chief Ryan Nichols explains that different apparatus have different equipment and have completely different tasks.
You know, we carry our self-contained breathing apparatus on it for when we go inside house fires. It has a complement of ladders and different sizes of hoses and just a whole lot of different tools. Whereas this truck is meant, again, for fighting natural vegetation fires out in the hills. And so we don't carry all the same equipment. In this truck, we carry shovels and a variety of different wildland tools, as well as smaller hose that we use out in the wildfire environment.
If someone sees a local fire truck, they'll see a set of numbers on the side that they may not understand, but those letters and numbers do mean something.
Okay, so the first number in the identifier identifies what county they're in. So the 1 is Benton County. If this was a 2, it would be Franklin County. If it was a 3, it would be Walla Walla County. The second one indicates what district, so we're Benton County Fire District 1. If it was Benton County Fire District 2, that would be a 2, and so on and so forth. The 5 on this truck indicates what type of engine it is. So this is a Type 5 engine. If it was a Type 1 engine, that would be a 1, and so on and so forth. And then the 3 is the station that it's out of. So this is our Station 3 or Station 130, and so that tells us what station it's coming out of.
Deputy Chief Nichols says it's county, agency, type of engine, and then the station it's coming from. In Benton County, I'm Riley Fitzgerald with Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Riley, thank you for that. The deputy chief also says that he had more to add about what voters need to know as the district replaces apparatus that are at the end of their life cycle. You can find that on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. He also says the new Type 5 engine will have a twin coming to Station 120 in Findlay in just a few weeks. Other news tonight, if you plan on traveling over on Highway 12 this Labor Day weekend, expect delays. The highway is down to one lane, alternating traffic in some areas as crews work to repair damage from the Retreat fire. WashDOT is also shutting down a section of the highway near Rimrock Lake so crews can start a culvert replacement project that was delayed by a month due to the fire. Drivers will need to take a detour using the Reservoir Road, which has a reduced speed limit, adding 20 to 25 minutes of travel time on a regular day. But drivers should add more for the uptick in travelers this Labor Day weekend.
We are talking remote locations here. You need to be prepared. Make sure you have a full tank of gas and all the necessities that you need to be comfortable, because there really is limited services in these areas. Very low cell reception. Very few places to pull over.
Yeah, they are hoping to reopen that section of the highway in early November, but drivers can also detour using State Route 410 in the meantime. Well, it is the final night of the Cadillac healthcare workers strike. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma joining us live one more time from the picket line in Richland. And Monique, who do you have with you now?
Hi, Austin. I'm live here at the last day of the Cadillac workers strike, and I'm joined here with Sabrina, the director for the union. Sabrina, can you tell me, how has this whole process been for you as part of the union?
It's been tremendous. So our members started out feeling like very nervous about taking this risk to go on strike, but they knew it was the right plan to stand up for their patients and for our community here in the Tri-Cities. And we know we're making an impact on Providence and Cadillac. They issued a news statement today saying that everything's fine. They've had to cancel a few appointments, but that's totally normal. And we know that that's not normal for a big hospital to be canceling patients and canceling appointments and sending patients away. So we know we're having an impact. Our nurse coworkers who are part of the WSNA have been sharing stories of just really terrible things happening within the hospital. So it's clear to us, and we hope it's clear to Providence, that our members aren't replaceable and it's time to invest in them, and you can't just hire anyone off the streets to do the job inside the hospital.
Okay, so I know since the beginning you guys said that you guys did not want to go on strike. Okay, now this is the last day of you guys being on strike. Is there anything that you guys wish you would have done different, or do you stand by having to strike?
You know, members never wake up and say, I want to go on strike. So it was a really hard decision to come to this, and we did everything we could to come to the table and bargain in good faith. And Providence just didn't hear us, or the executives wouldn't listen to us. And so we stand by our decision. It was a tough decision to do this. We never wanted to. Our goal is to settle a contract, and we have bargaining dates in September, and we're very hopeful to come back to the table. We're planning to bargain in good faith. We want to settle a contract. That's been our number one goal, is to settle a contract here.
All right, so you guys have a tentative date then to go back to the bargaining table?
Yes, we have 3 dates, September 15th, 16th, and 17th, and we are ready and prepared to come and bargain in good faith and get to a good contract.
All right, thank you so much for your time, Sabrina. I'll keep you guys updated on the latest information as to they're barely going to go to the bargaining table in September. For now, though, reporting in Richland, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.
Monique, thank you for that live report. Stay with us for continuing coverage. And a possible cyber attack creating a travel nightmare here in Washington state. A system outage affecting internet and web networks at the Port of Seattle and SeaTac International Airport. Reporter Samantha Lambio explains why travelers have had to wait for hours to get checked in on Sunday.
That's because we're told a lot of those international systems are down, which is why people are having to be checked in manually. Travelers have been waiting in line for hours as people coming into SEA are also being impacted.
Chaos at the airline counters for people traveling internationally Saturday evening.
Slow as molasses.
Probably a couple steps every 15 minutes, if that.
We have been diverted, rediverted, reconfigured a few times.
Web outages from a possible cyber attack impacting SEA Airport force travelers like Maria Camelon Price and her daughter Alexis to wait hours in line to check in.
They have to manually enter everybody's information rather than the whole universal system. So it's frustrating, and there have been people that have been here for over 3 hours now.
The Prices knew about the outages beforehand and even planned ahead.
We thought we came early enough, like 2.5 hours early, and we're still here, so.
Just making it through the crowd was a challenge because the entire lobby was full earlier.
Since the issues began early on in the day, they wish the airlines were better prepared.
What would have been ideal is for the counters to have been staffed to help the people that are here.
Meanwhile, some travelers didn't even know about the outages until they landed.
They said it on the plane, yes, that the airport itself was having technical issues and that they are having troubles contacting the airport and also trying to get a gate just to let us off the plane.
Lena Frank and Jan Lins tell me they missed their connecting flight to Vancouver after sitting on a plane for 2 hours waiting for a gate.
I think a little bit of hope because we knew we have like 2.5 hours time, so a little bit of delay shouldn't be too bad. But then like minute after minute, it was like, okay, it's getting closer and closer.
They ended up having to rebook their flight, which was especially tough with phone lines and Wi-Fi being down at the airport.
We were looking for so many, like so many spots to find like people to talk to, let it be the airline or whatever, and basically just we found nobody. That hurts a bit because you feel like lost.
More than 300 flights have been delayed, but there's no telling how many are actually connected to this possible cyber attack. But SEA is urging anyone traveling to check in directly through their airline and make sure you give yourself some extra time. But there's still no word yet on when all of this will be resolved.
That was Samantha Lumbio reporting. Now, we called the Tri-Cities Airport, and Buck Taft, the airport director, says there was only one short delay out of SeaTac, but he suggests you check in with your air carrier for the rest of this week. Still ahead on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6:30. Stacy will return. She'll have your full First Alert weather forecast. Hang tight.
Josh Cobra, First Alert weather on Good Morning Northwest from Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Craving our world-famous hand-rolled crisp burritos with creamy, bacony, chipotle, smoky goodness? Try our new smoky pork crisp burrito for a limited time. When you know what you want, anytime is taco time.
Drive into summer with a new Honda Accord Hybrid, CR-V Hybrid, or the all-new Civic Hybrid. Take a vacation, staycation, or just a weekend drive with the windows down. Whatever you do, make it epic with Honda. The 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Overall EV and Hybrid Brand. So act now. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into the Honda Summer Event.
Stan's gonna ride the Nebula Drop Tower.
Finally! I'm ready to ascend to the clouds, to go where no dino has gone before. Goodbye, Earth. Hi, Alice!
Whoa! He doesn't know it comes back down?
Apparently not. I'll let you know when I hit orbit. Drop tower, I get it.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
You thought it would bust through the ceiling?
You came through a portal from another dimension. Weird stuff happens.
Next extra, those iconic red swimsuits, the slow motion running.
When you hear that theme song.
The new docuseries Diving into Baywatch with intimate home videos and stories you haven't heard. Next extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now. From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
The Pacific Clinic is a health, sports, and medical campus where we feel like we're a one-stop shop. Primary care is everything that you do here at the Pacific Clinic. We really focus on preemptive care. And what that means to us is going out and playing tennis and working on that proprioception, that balance, that social aspect, flexibility, all those things.
Living an active lifestyle is extremely important to our health.
Research shows that just by incorporating exercise into our daily lives, we can reduce our risk of cardiovascular disease by 50%. So cutting your risk in half is amazing, and just by incorporating regular exercise, we add years to our life.
Stress is the primary reason why living an active lifestyle is so important, because it reduces stress. Stress brings on anxiety, depression, all of the things that we don't want to feel.
So there's some really good benefits to cold therapy, specifically with regards to neurotransmitters. What's important about those neurotransmitters is when they go up, it improves your mood. And so it's become a really good treatment option for depression. And as far as the hot therapy, things like a sauna are really good at preventing cardiovascular disease, Alzheimer's disease, and even some respiratory diseases. I would recommend that folks take advantage of all the services we have to offer here at the clinic. You can make significant strides toward improving your health by utilizing all that we have to offer.
Craving our world-famous hand-rolled crisp burritos with creamy, bacony, chipotle, smoky goodness? Try our new smoky pork crisp burrito for a limited time. When you know what you want, anytime is taco time.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we'll start out with a live look outside our Legends Casino sky cam. What was a cruise ship has now sailed on into the sunset tonight. 88 degrees, winds are light at 0. Our sunset tonight at 7:45. Humidity at 24%. Got a change in the weather pattern changing. As you can see, we've got cool air shifting down from Alaska right into our region. Brought some rain showers to the west side of the state. Then we'll see some of those kind of drifting into the east slopes of the Cascades. The cooler air from Alaska also bringing those strong gusty winds to our area. So look for a breezy day tomorrow. Not a good skirt day, ladies, just saying. Our wind alert continues, and we've got that in place beginning tomorrow. High winds expected all through the Columbia Basin, down the Columbia River Gorge, and in the Kittitas Valley. We're expecting winds 25 to 30 miles an hour sustained, and then gusting up to sometimes up to 50 miles an hour, especially in the Kittitas Valley or anywhere through those mountain gap areas. Lighter winds, but still very breezy through the whole region tomorrow, which also elevates fire threat. We do have a red flag warning in place for the northern portion of the Columbia Basin, out to the Palouse towards Pullman, Dayton area. Fire threat high due to breezy winds, low humidity. Any fires that do start is going to spread rapidly. Also could see some blowing dust in those areas. Futurecast, not real exciting. Here's that band of moisture coming in from the west side, hitting the Cascades, making a little bit over to the east slopes, and we could even see a stray shower through the Ellensburg area. Otherwise, we'll see clear skies, but breezy to gusty winds. And as you get into Wednesday, it just continues to be clear. We're going to be on the cool side still on Wednesday, but then the warming trend will kick in on Thursday. Increasing clouds, mild and cool tonight, 50s and 60s all through the area. Nice. I like to see those temperatures. Here's those dropping temps over the next couple of days, from close to 90 today down into the 80s and even the upper 70s, and then trending back to the upper 90s above the average for a change. Tomorrow, sunny and seasonal, but very windy. Look for temperatures all through the area. Most of us in the 70s could see 80 degrees, Tri-Cities, 67 for Ellensburg. Let's map things out for the next 7 days. 80 degrees with those breezy winds. We have a 10% chance of a shower. I'm not thinking that's very confident there. We'll see sunshine and temperatures back to the 90s beginning on Friday. In Yakima, look for those cooler temps tomorrow and Wednesday. Temperatures heating back up to the 80s on Thursday, hitting those 90s for the weekend. In Ellensburg, there you go, looking good there. Of course, we have our Labor Day holiday on Monday with temperatures and weather holding out. So a lot of people like to get that last camping trip in, and this weekend is looking pretty favorable for that all through the area. Walla Walla, those 90-degree temps, so good camping weather there. And in Hermiston, look for those temperatures back to the 90s by Friday. Those breezy winds tomorrow, 70s for Tuesday and Wednesday.
All right. Yeah, I know a lot of schools are doing the open house this week. Hint my daughters.
Right. Back to school.
Yeah. All right. Stacy is going to stay with me here at the news desk. We're going to talk about what's trending. That's coming up right after this.
Back by
popular demand. It's Steve Hahn Kia's 2 for $222, but only while supplies last during the summer clearance sale. If Steve Hahn Kia can sell 2 new Kias for $222, imagine what you'll save on all-wheel drive SUVs, but only at Steve Hahn's Kia.com.
If you think a little change in dinner plans would bother Dee Dee,
then you'd be wrong. Let's roll, guys. Good. Hey, split up.
yep, when it comes to dining out, Dee Dee knows how to roll. From all you can eat to the best burger this side of Mount Adams, Mexican food, pizza, or Asian fusion, it's always fine at Legends. Legends Casino Hotel, because fun is how we roll.
Okay, guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get 4 lines for just $90.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah. It's a huge deal. You also get 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones! Wow, I just triple checked and that's awesome.
So go get that deal. Or at least help me clip. Do you check the expiration dates?
Oh, I can do that.
Great.
Get 4 free phones of your choice with no trade-in needed, plus 4 lines for $90.
Swing into Fred's Appliance today for our Labor Day Super Sale and discover unbeatable deals and save quality time to spend with your family. Upgrade your kitchen with the sleek and spacious LG refrigerator for just $18.99 after a $100 mail-in rebate. With its innovative cooling technology and generous storage capacity, keep your food fresher for longer while enjoying the modern design that complements any kitchen decor. At Fred's, we sell appliances. Only appliances.
Distinct 1 to 5 to 7, 9, 10.
Watch me. Watch me shine with every snap. Born to move fans, to cheer and clap. 2 different legs, that's how I play. One built from science to help me on the day. Between these lines, I'm all heart and muscle. Don't stare too long, you'll miss the hustle. Watch me. Pioneers in prosthetic technology at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
Hey there, are you ready to quackercise? It's the best exercise to get ready for the duck race. I know you guys are ready. Are you? It's coming September 14th. Don't miss your chance to win big at the Mid-Columbia Duck Race. The grand prize is a 2024 Toyota Corolla Cross, plus other fantastic prizes. Support your community, lend a hand, buy a duck, and keep the tradition alive. The Mid-Columbia Duck Race, presented by Toyota and Audubon Auto Care Center.
Back by popular demand, it's Steve Hahn Kia's 2 for $222, but only while supplies last during the summer clearance sale. If Steve Hahn Kia can sell 2 new Kias for $222, imagine what you'll save on all-wheel drive SUVs, but only at Steve Hahn's Kia.com.
WSUR Tonapalooza Farmers Field. Fly the Northwest Tuesday at 6.
All right, let's check these stories out. SpaceX's latest attempt to push the boundaries, and that's for sure, of the cosmos is set to kick off this week with a mission called Polaris Dawn.
It's going to be a nail-biting 5-day trek into orbit, that is, with a crew of private astronauts traveling into the Earth's radiation belts, hoping to conduct the first commercial spacewalk. The mission is slated to take off from NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida tomorrow with 4 civilians on board.
In the meantime, California says it's now the first state to own, operate, and deploy a C-130 Hercules air tanker, and this is to fight wildfires.
That's pretty big news. Governor Gavin Newsom's office says the first C-130 will start flying missions on Monday. It's the first of 7 C-130s the state is retrofitting and deploying. They will be strategically located throughout the state of Cal Fire bases. Each of the retrofitted planes and tankers can fly 800 miles and carry 4,000 gallons of fire retardant. That's a lot. Yeah. State got approval to buy those 7 planes from the Coast Guard in 2018, and much needed with the fire weather that we continue to see each and every year.
I'm wondering if Washington or Oregon will jump on the bandwagon.
I think we need one.
I agree. I agree. Yeah. All right, you will be back with a final look at weather, so stay with us.
There was a time when you could get a complete meal for just $5, but you gotta go way back. Well, just a Tuesday. Yes, Tuesdays at A&W, single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. This all-time great deal is available Tuesdays only at A&W.
Don't give a rat's behind. That's below.
A new era begins.
And I'm just getting started.
Judy Justice.
See the premiere of Judy Justice, Monday, September 9th at 3, followed by news and Monday Night Football. Only on Apple Valley News Now.
Struggling with persistent pain? Board-certified physiatrist Dr. Ralph Lorenzo is now caring for patients at Prosser Memorial Health's Prosser Clinic. Dr. Lorenzo brings over 30 years' experience in physical medicine and rehabilitation, specializing in the management and treatment of acute and chronic pain conditions. Start a new path in restoring your quality of life and ask your primary care provider about making a referral to see Dr. Lorenzo. This is how we care.
Drive into summer with the rugged Honda Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot. Summer is for exploring, so get outdoors, kick up some dust, get muddy, or just find that perfect campsite. All from Honda, the 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. So act now to get an offer you'll love. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into the Honda Summer Event.
Dishwasher on the fritz. Laundry giving you fits. A water heater that quits. In a world without Culligan, hard water makes life harder. Get a Culligan softener, the world's best. Put your water worries to rest.
I have 2 options for you to take a look at.
When it's time for an update or a complete remodel.
Just watch yourself there. So here, guys, we're gonna rip everything down to the stud.
Rebath is with you every step of the way, from design and products to removal and installation.
Okay, what do you guys think?
We handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is teeing up for the Epson Tour Road to the LPGA Tournament with an exciting round of the $100,000 Go for the Green giveaway. Win up to $5,000 in cash and prizes every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in August. Play with your club wildcard to earn entries every day. Then multiply them up to 10 times on Mondays. Then Saturday, September 7th, 3 lucky players will putt to win up to $10,000 cash. Wild Horse Resort and Casino, Pendleton.
KFC's fan favorite country fried steak is just $5.99 every Wednesday. It's a complete meal with your favorite sides. Best of all, it's just $5.99. Country fried steak, $5.99 Wednesdays only at KFC.
Jessica Julol and Jules Sperling. Good Morning Northwest, weekdays on your side.
And we have some dog-loving viewers out there for sure.
And we have some dog-loving Apple Valley News Now members as well.
We had all of our dogs in there.
Very good.
On National Dog Day. All right, let's take a look at our viewer photo of the day. It's a beauty. This is a Columbia Point sunrise. I love it. I'm not sure what those rings are. They look like something on a table. But look at that nice sunrise there, thanks to Lori Porter. To get your weather photo on TV, the QR code right side of your screen, or simply log on to applevalleyNewsNow.com, click on the weather tab, and you'll see submit photo here. Let's take a look at your day tomorrow. Nice morning out there, a little cloudy, a little breezy, and you'll feel those winds really start to pick up late tonight. Mid-70s by the middle of the day, close to 80 in Tri-Cities by the afternoon. So a little bit cooler than we saw today, but very windy. 7-day planning forecast. There you go. We're kind of doing the temperature roller coaster again, from the upper 80s to the lower 80s and 70s and back to the 90s for your Labor Day weekend. So I'm thinking last camping trip of the year, the weather is going to cooperate. So take advantage of that. And these last remaining days of summer, less than 30 days left, Austin, and then it'll officially be fall. I'm honing in pumpkin spice.
I can tell. I think
in my wardrobe.
Was Riley wearing orange as well earlier?
Her and I want pumpkin spice and pumpkins and trick-or-treating.
Have a great night, everybody. We're back at 11, hoping your news is good news.
Have a good one.